no more, no more. MH asks, how do you manage the grandparents when they have very different and possibly objectionable parenting ideas from yours? Okay, MH, there are 3 questions I want you to ask. Number 1, is it just annoying? Number 2, is it disruptive to a routine? And number 3, is it harmful to the well-being of your family or your kid? If it's annoying, I think we can all relate, okay? That's just the way it is. From history. From the beginning of time, parents have annoyed their children, and they've been awesome grandparents in most cases. So, if it is just annoying, put the pettiness and the politics aside and let your kid, have that relationship with their grandparents. Focus on that quality and tell yourself that, this is just a short time, it's just a short visit, it's maybe one night, maybe an afternoon. I personally would put up with that. If it's disruptive to your routine, that's a different story. Number 1, I would try and limit the visits with the kids during those routines. So if it's a feeding schedule, or if it's this is the way we do bedtime versus what they do, try and actually keep visits to times when there's no bedtime or times when there's no feeding. And really try and do an assert yourself and walk them through if it's unavoidable. This is how I'm preferring to do it. Please don't do that. Please don't, undermine me. If you're feeling that what they're doing is putting your kid at risk, really disruptive, harmful, and potentially going to affect your kid, your family for the rest of their lives, and scarring in some way, stop visits right away. That's what I would do. Immediately. I mean, we don't like confrontation. Nobody does in families, because especially in these situations, there will be conflict generally with your partner. It's either your parents or their parents. There's always going to be some kind of stress there, but it's really important to talk about the conflict openly and also immediately talk to them and have that confrontation, even if it's not something that you want to do. It's really important for you to be the voice for your child when they don't have that voice. So if you know best and you feel good about how you're parenting, I think it's really important to draw a soft boundary and then enforce that boundary if you need to. And if you need to, sometimes counseling might, there's a bug, counseling might be needed. And that's okay too. That's not a bad thing. Families need to work things out, and as they grow, they sometimes have even more stuff to work out. So I hope that answers your question.